Namaskar, myself Raj Malik. I am a mechanical engineer and I did MBA in materials management as well as
ये भूलना भूल
in
गया कि मैं अपना एक्सपीरियंस भी शेयर
operation
कर दूं।
management. Now I am doing PhD and my PhD one
छोड़ना
of the
भूल
topic
गया।
is emerging need and its importance of green supply chain management, for which case study I am going to discuss. Basically, green supply chain management has emerged to mitigate increasing environment disturbances due to increase in demand and growth of production rate. And their focused environment friendly supply chain not only for one area but right from design, procurement, manufacturing and distribution means end to end. So for this I did a literature review and case study which I am going to discuss. As you can see in this slide, pollution is major intimidation to environment in current scenario. The pollution is increasing with increasing demand. As we consume more, production comes more, so pollution comes more. So it is impacting the raw material resources diminishing as well as natural resources are being consumed more. And it is also generating a greenhouse gas which is impacting the global warming. Basically, greenhouse gas is the gases which are available on atmosphere which take heat from sun and keep the earth warm. But if it is increases, the heat on earth increases, which resulting the global warming, which is ultimately very harmful for the the human life. Here in this graph you can see we exhausted 300 million metric ton gases of greenhouse gas in 2012, and with if it goes with this speed it can reach up to 800 million ton by 2030, which is very dangerous. So it can be checked with the green supply chain management. So problem statement we had already discussed. The objectives are to study various reasons for environment unbalancing, current practices being followed by industries to mitigate the problem, to see the motivation and barrier water faced by them, and impact of green supply chain management on environment and operational performance as well. I did a lot of literature review. Some samples are shown here for the reference purpose. Basically, case study. I have chosen a automobile company in Delhi NCR. I made a questionnaire and personal interview was also done with the top and middle management which are engaged for supply chain, logistics and operations. So study was done to the plant level and their supplier level as well to know uh, all these practices, challenges, motivations and impact, etc. These are the best practices what we discussed, what they are implementing. We are discussing one by one in the coming slides. So in green design, product design are made to minimize pollutions. Like government has also introduced BS6 norms for automobile so that it reduces the pollution. And they use their designing paperless communication to all over the supply chain partners and inside the plant as well. In green manufacturing, less pollution processes are adopted, like from traditional painting process to water-based painting, robot from human work to the critical work area like welding and painting, and installing the all pollution control equipments like ATP, STP, and maintaining them regularly. In green procurement, paperless communication is there, right from scheduling, material receipt, consumption, payment, all everything is you can see in one single website. In green logistics, basically logistics has four elements: transportation, warehousing, packaging, and logistics, reverse logistics. In transportation, they are using 3PL system. The 3PL agency bring the material as per their need and provide on a jet system. So it reduces the transportation cost as well as the inventory as well. In similarly, warehousing, use of MHE, which is battery operated, and natural lights, LED lights are used. In packaging, using the recyclable packaging and reverse logistic, ensuring that all logistics are maintained even after their recycle. And if it can be used, they're using it. If not, then only it is going to destroy. Water conservation, they have water harvesting system using the auto sensor tapes, auto closer sensor tapes, which uh, gives limited water as needed. Wastewater used in toilets, upgrading the cooling towers to have less consumption of water. Zero water discharge, maintaining water balancing means whatever they take from earth, more than that they transmit back. Similarly, in energy conservation, use solar and LED lights are used, auto sensor for light off. All ACs are replaced with inverter ACs, which consumes less energy. Cooling systems are changed with a more efficient units which consume less energy, and all motors of the machines are also replaced, which are efficient motors. Plantation is done by them all around in their organization, inside the plant, outside the plant, on show floor walls, and even rooftops are also looking green. So it is looked like a garden company. And not only this, this plantation is done to the nearby societies under the CSR program. In prevention of pollution, they reduce transportation as we discussed through 3PL, eliminate polythene and other packaging material which is not desired, repacking is not done, treatment is done through ETP and STPs, and segregation is done for reusing, and if finally if it is not usable, then only it is discarded. For supplier management systems, they had made a green cell which is uh, day in day out coordinating with the suppliers and their team members for their water conservation, energy conservation, reduce waste generation, and prevention of pollution. It is being regularly monitored. The major challenges they face, the suppliers and basically which has lack of focus, infrastructure is not there, manpower availability is not there, if available the skill set is not there, and budget is also not there. But OEM teams are pushing them and pulling them by training, guiding them, and they are getting the benefit out of it. Motivation level, they improve the operation performance, working atmosphere, now healthy atmosphere is there, environment performance has improved, economic performance has improved, they are earning out of it rather, and improve the teamwork and improve safety out of it. So as a conclusion, we can see the present study has made an attempt to understand the gravity of environment unbalancing and factors which are impacting unbalancing. The case study also shows the best practices being followed by the organizations. Their these evidences are shown that organization performance improve by implementing green supply chain management in terms of economical, in terms of operation, in terms of environmental. And the supplier are not keen in implementing GSM, but the intervention of OEMs, the things are improving, and environment is improving overall by the mutual cooperation. These are the references which are used for literature review. Thank you very much.